Hello, my friend. This job of presenting makeup news is never without challenges for me, and this is going to be a particularly challenging week for me to present news to you because the top news story for this week has to do with someone that I know personally, and it is Marlena Stell's Makeup Geek Academy. And basically what came out were screenshots from her website that really make it look like the new Makeup Geek Academy is multi-level marketing. So what I'm going to do with this story is kind of like what I did with the e.l.f. story. I'm going to present to you all of the information that I know and that I found and that I've been told about this particular situation so that you can decide for yourself what you think, and then I'm going to present my personal opinion. But that's not all we're going to be talking about today, my friends. We're also going to be talking about Wayne Goss's most recent video where he talks about the struggles that he's had with his makeup and brush company. And even if you are not a Wayne Goss fan, I highly recommend you tune into that part because it is really telling about where the beauty industry is right now, especially for influencer created brands. I also have updates for you on UOMA Beauty, on the whole Family Dollar. We had a rat infested warehouse, so we're going to give you a Family Dollar gift card situation where their parent company, Dollar Tree, what they're thinking about doing with the Family Dollar. It's a mess. It's a mess. And then when we get to the product report, we have some interesting information coming out of Trace Loose Beauty about the future of their brand, a bunch of indie releases, some very, very expensive Tweety Bird and Bugs Bunny perfumes, all kinds of things happening in the product report, as well as the sales that are currently happening at Sephora and Ulta. I have all the details for you, so hang tight. We are jumping into it right now. Before we do get started with this video, we do have to take a moment to thank this week's sponsor. Hello, my friend. Welcome to my very festive and quite echoey living room. This video is very kindly sponsored by Scentbird. And you may not know this, but at the end of December, I will officially be a Scentbird subscriber for 9 years. Way before they started sponsoring my videos, I was a Scentbird subscriber because Scentbird is freaking awesome. Because I am not a signature scent kind of person. I like to pop around. I like to wear a different scent every day. I can't ever make up my mind, so Scentbird is perfect for that. Scentbird is a monthly fragrance subscription service where you get 1 month's worth of fragrance of your choice that you can use all month or spread it out over many months like I like to do. The way that it works is that you turn this little thingy here, it's locked right now, you unlock it, and then you spray it. For this sponsorship, Scentbird was kind enough to let me just go through my collection and pick some of my favorites that I am wearing right now from my entire collection. So the first one I want to share with you is Confessions of a Rebel's Love High. I love Confessions of a Rebel fragrances. They are so me, but this one is my favorite. According to the website, the notes on this are peach nectar, orange flower, jasmine, sambac, sandalwood, and apple. But I'm going to tell you what I smell on my personal skin. You know that fragrances smell different on different people, but this is what I'm smelling. Just really sweet, a little citrusy, a dash of floral, just a sweet but not too sweet, really traditionally girly scent without being immature. Next up we have Lalique's Soleil, and this one is jasmine, cafe latte, almonds, pink praline, and musks. If you're not traveling, you can just spray them. You don't have to keep them in the carrying cases if you don't want to. This one I thought was going to be more gourmand, like more warm, but it really has strong floral notes to it. It's got a little bit of a spiciness to it, a little bit of a freshness to it. To be 100%, I don't smell the cafe latte in here at all. It's more just floral, fresh, crisp kind of scent. And then finally, I saved the one that I feel is the most winter for last. This is Hermetica's Fig Fever. They say that the notes are apple, mandarin, fig, and rose, but this is a sexy, warm scent. It smells so freaking good. This one, I smell a lot more of the mandarin and the fig and a little bit of spiciness that they don't mention in the notes. It's actually a warmer scent than I thought that it would be based on the description, and I feel like this one is a perfect winter scent. What I love about Scentbird is that it's so much less commitment than buying a full-size product, because some of these have a full-size value of $150, $200, $300, but you're getting a vial to try for a full month to decide whether you even want to think about going there. Along with perfumes, they also have colognes, and they have unisex fragrances like the Fig Fever. That's considered a unisex fragrance. So if you're looking for a gift for somebody that you love, no matter their gender, there are fragrances over there that might be good for them. I know a lot of us are not in the market to spend $300 on a fragrance. So for $17 a month, you can have that $300 fragrance and use it for a full 30 days. So if you are interested in trying Scentbird, there will be a clickable link down below. And also next to me, there will be a QR code. So if you are on your desktop or laptop or on a television set, you can scan this QR code by opening up your camera app and then just pointing it at the QR code. And then when the link pops up, you just tap it and it'll take you right to Scentbird's website. And if you do that, and if you use my code, you will get 55% off of your first month of Scentbird. That is only $8 for one of these fragrances. That is absolutely incredible. So thank you again so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. I love partnering with brands that I have genuinely loved for so many years so that I can share those brands with you, and hopefully you will find something that you love as well. And with that being said, my friend, it is now time for What's Up in Makeup. All right, my friend. So I want to be very, very clear, very upfront here. I do have a personal bias for this first story about Marlena and Makeup Geek Academy because I am friends with Marlena. It is very difficult to be unbiased, just period, and then to be unbiased when a story is about somebody that I know personally. So what I want to do and what I feel like I owe to you is to share with you everything that I know about this topic, because my bias has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are owed the right to make decisions on your own based on the facts that are happening and what has been presented to the public. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, here is the quick summary. So first, Marlena Stell has been in the YouTube beauty space since pretty much the beginning. She was the first influencer to start a beauty brand. It was called Makeup Geek. It grew to a huge level. A bunch of things happened, including the pandemic and different situations that ended up leading to the closing of the beauty brand. Now, Marlena has been sneaking that she is going into a Makeup Geek 2.0 phase. It's kind of Makeup Geek reimagined. She's been sneaking this for a long time, and it finally launched last week, and it is the Makeup Geek Academy. The Academy includes 4 courses for various skill levels, from mastering the basics to the certification, which includes advanced color theory and transformational techniques, along with a MGA or Makeup Geek Academy certification. Once Academy members join a class, they get access to the Makeup Geek Academy community, as well as other perks, including a newsletter. But like I mentioned in the intro, people have some very big concerns about Makeup Geek Academy. The first one is just the prices alone. The prices for the courses range from $300 to $3,000. Now, if you cannot pay that $3,000 in one chunk and you want to pay it in payments, then it goes up to $3,600. And rightly so, that made a lot of people gasp. I mean, in this economy, right? So what do you get for the $3,000? Here it is. You get 16 classes that equal about 12 hours of education and include 16 syllabuses with manuals. Besides the classes, students get lookbooks with 100 eye makeup looks, visual guides for things like eyeliner, brushes, face shapes, and eye shapes. You also get a 75-minute small group live training session with Marlena, along with a 1-hour private session personalized with Marlena. And then finally, a customized lookbook that Marlena is going to customize for each student that gives product recommendations for skin type, skin tone, and also for age. There is one other thing, and this is where a lot of people had issues. You get the MGA certificate of completion. What people have an issue with for this is that if you scroll down, it says that it is a certification. And when a lot of us think about getting a certification, it means you're getting a certification motivation to do something. So what the concern is that when people go through this, they spend their $3,000 or $3,600, they get this Makeup Geek Academy certificate, and they think that this is going to be the same as like an esthetician's license or something like that, and it is absolutely not. So people are thinking that that word certification is going to lead people to think that they are going to get something that they will be able to then put on resumes, and it will make them more valuable in the market, when if the person trying to hire you have never heard of it, then it's not going to do anything for you. The bigger issue that people are talking about, and that is the one that has kind of blown up all over social media, has to do with their affiliate program. Now, Makeup Geek was one of the original makeup companies to offer an affiliate program to influencers. And if you're not familiar with an affiliate program, basically anytime you see links, like even under this video, you will see links. And if you click those links, I will get a small commission based on your purchase. Every program has a different percentage of commission. It varies per brand, it varies per program, it may even vary per influencer. So the affiliate program itself is not anything that's new. According to the affiliate page, students earn 10% per sale when they refer people to the academy. But this is where the red flags start. A little further down, it says, quote, "You can have your very own army of affiliates working around the clock to bring you passive income. All you have to do is bring in other affiliates to our program, and you'll earn 3% on their sales, even from our high ticket products." So at first I did not get this, I will be honest. Somebody on Twitter had to point out to me the wording. I think I might have just been blinded to it because I had seen the Makeup Geek Academy before it had all launched. Marlena had showed it to me when it was all still locked, and I hadn't even seen this page with the affiliate stuff on it. And Marlena had never mentioned to me anything about this 3%. Like, I knew about the affiliate program, but I knew about this 3%. So I think that I was just stuck in my bias for a minute. But somebody was patient enough with me on Twitter. I will put their username here. Thank you so much for helping me with this. Helping me to see the wording wasn't exactly what I wanted to see. I was thinking that it was like 10% off the bat, and then if they bought more things, it would be 3%, but it's not. So let's say I bring in Maria. I earn 10% off of whatever Maria buys, but then Maria brings in Olivia. Maria will get 10% of what Olivia buys, but I will also get 3% of what Olivia buys. So what that means is it's not just one level with Maria, it's 2 levels with Olivia, which makes it multi-level. And all the multi-level marketing alarms are going boop, 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 boop. Like, what is happening? And this is what blew up last week. So of course, I contacted Marlena and I was like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? So I will tell you what she told me. This is what's really key. Marlena said that the affiliate page that's being screenshotted was never meant to be seen by anyone because it wasn't finished. It wasn't ironed out. That when you went to the Makeup Geek Academy pages, the ones that were live, you go to makeupgeekacademy.com and you click through the website, there was no link to this affiliate page because it wasn't done yet. Yes, it was live. It was available to the public, but the only way to get there would be if you typed in makeupgeekacademy.com/affiliates. As of launch, Marlena and her team were still working on the details of this page. They had put wording in there that was kind of a placeholder until they got the wording that they wanted, till they decided even what sections they wanted to keep on that page. The people on Marlena's team said that the 3% was going to be part of the program when it launched, but it wasn't meant to be MLM-y. It was supposed to be what they called a finder's fee. And that finder's fee was just a bonus for people helping to grow the company. So because the affiliate page was never meant to be seen by anybody, that wording, you have your own army of affiliates working around the clock to bring you passive income, they said was a copy and paste from somewhere else. It was just draft wording as a placeholder. The big problem, at least in my opinion, is that this page, this draft page, never should have been accessible to the public. That was a huge mistake. But once Marlena got the reaction from people in the beauty space about this 3% finder's fee that was the second level of the affiliate commission, she went to her team and she told them to take down the entire affiliate page. And she told me personally that that 3% is going to be gone and it is not coming back. That she understood how it multi-level marketing with those two levels, but that was not her intention with it. She was just trying to give people that were referring people to the academy extra bonus. I did also ask her about the certificate of completion, and I presented to her the concerns that I saw across the internet and concerns that I had personally. She said she totally understood what I was saying and that she is going to have the team change the wording on the website about the certificate of completion to make sure it's very clear that it is a certificate of completion and it is not a certification to do something specific. Now, this is when we are going to stop with the information piece where I'm just presenting all the things I know to you, and we're going to go to just a little bit of my opinion. And I am friends with Marlena, so I believe her and I see her heart. I've seen her heart for years, both online and privately. I mean, the whole reason why she got involved with Jaclyn Hill in that whole mess was because she has such a big heart and she just wants to see people succeed, especially women. And that was one of the reasons why she wanted Makeup Geek Academy to exist. Of course, it is a business, so there is money involved, but she started this business specifically to help people, and I do believe that that was her intention. I just feel like that the two layers just wasn't thought through. You all know that I am very anti-MLM. I have seen people that I know and love taken advantage by MLM programs. I have never personally been involved in an MLM, but I have seen the ramifications of these programs, and a lot of them really take advantage of people to encourage them to quote unquote start their own business, and then they never make any money off of it. And one of the big things that I hate about MLMs is that usually there is a big buy-in. You have to buy a ton of leggings or candles or makeup in order to then either demo those products or sell those products to friends and family or people on Facebook or whatever. So that is really a big piece of why I hate MLMs. There was never anything like that in any of the things that have been shown publicly about Makeup Geek Academy, where you had to buy product in order to sell it. It was basically just telling people about the program. When you tell people about it, if they sign up, you make money off of it. I think that the wording of an army of affiliates was horrible. I don't know who even wrote that and thought that was a good idea for any audience. I don't care who you are. I feel like that's horrible wording. And I think that that is what is really creating an emotional response from people. But if you look at it from at the nitty-gritty level of what was going to happen, it was a person making money and then making more money. There was never any, you spend this to earn this. You know what I'm saying? So that made me feel a little bit better about this page in general, in that it wasn't the things that I deem the worst parts of MLM that really take advantage of people. Did it look multi-level to me? Absolutely. It looked multi-level to me. 2 levels equals multi-level. But what I'm seeing behind the scenes is Marlena realizing that this was not what she had intended. Now she is course correcting and trying to fix things, which is basically all you can do in this kind of situation, is course correct and try to do better in the future. And I genuinely believe that that's what Marlena is trying to do. I am filming this on Saturday afternoon. She did tell me she was planning on filming today and uploading a video tonight. I don't know 100% whether that's happened or not, but if she has uploaded that video, I will be sure to link it down below for you. Over the past couple of years, we have seen so many beauty brands, big ones, small ones, everywhere in between, really struggling. If you would like an insight into why some of these companies may be struggling, especially the ones that are self-funded, I highly recommend you go watch Wayne Goss's latest video. It is called Why My Makeup Line Failed, which he admits in the first couple of minutes is a clickbait title that he was just trying to get attention. He says straight up his makeup line didn't fail. He gets very, very real and open about what it has been like to be a self-funded makeup brand owner. About 10 years ago, he started his brush line, which then extended into makeup products. It's sold at Beautylish and then also on his website. I think those are the only two places that it's sold. But he talked about how hard that was. And one of the biggest things that he struggled with was that he would make a sale and he would sell all of the things, and then he would take the profit from that and just invest it into buying more product. And it was just this endless cycle of sell, take the money, buy more, sell, take the money, buy more. And at some point, he just was like out of money, and it was just waiting for that next launch so that he could get the money to just buy more product. And he wasn't seeing the fruits of his labor that he could keep. It was just work over and over and over without any personal benefit when it came to doing this as a job. He also admits in the video that he did not know a lot about business when he started his makeup line, and that he even hired an accountant that he said turned out not to be an accountant, which I missed that video. I'm sure he sounded like he had talked about it in the past, but I missed that. But that sounds absolutely awful. What really got me was when he started talking about the cost of creating product. I'm going to play that little clip for you now.
My palettes were custom to me. That means they were tooled specifically to me. Now, for anybody out there looking to get into makeup, tooling is incredibly expensive. Tens of thousands of pounds is what it takes to tool a product. It is an outrageous expense. And I was very disappointed in the results. Now, I wasn't disappointed in the makeup because I was incredibly proud of it, but it should have looked, with the money I spent, it should have looked like the most high-end product you'd ever seen on the market, ever. And it didn't look that way. And it was very disappointing when you consider how much money I spent on it. Now, knowing what I know now and having outside help, when I actually showed the costs of my eyeshadow palette to a lady that was helping me navigate the cosmetic manufacturers, she said that she had never, ever in her entire time working in this industry, so nearly 30 years, had ever seen a palette that cost the same amount that mine did. And that's partly because I didn't know what I was doing. And also there are other factors involved, such as volume. If you can't produce 200, 300 or 500,000 units at a time, your cost goes up like this. And that was also a problem. So I was having incredibly high amounts of costs in terms to make these products. Then there was replenishment orders and not having enough money financially to sustain this kind of process.
After that section, he goes on to talk about how he had a company that was interested in buying his beauty brand. And he was really excited about it because he was freaking exhausted. From the waiting to the buying to the selling and the waiting and the buying and the selling and all that. He was just exhausted from it. And he's like, yes, I can just sell it and be done with it and it'll be over. So for a year, he's sitting waiting for this to go through. He couldn't make any new products, couldn't sell anything new because that would have violated the contract. And then right before the sale was about to go through, the people dropped out of it and they didn't have the money to buy the company. Then not long after that, another company came and wanted to buy it. And then 6 months later, the same thing happened and it fell through. So he said what's happening now is that he had a third entity approach him that just wanted to be investors. They didn't want to buy the company outright. They just wanted to be investors and help him to do all of the things. Because of these investors, Wayne Goss's entire line is getting revamped. So the Japanese brushes that are super, super expensive, along with that, all of the makeup products are getting revamped. He's also starting a skincare line. And as far as brushes, he is going to create some more affordable synthetic brushes that he says are going to be amazing. He's also hoping to expand into more stores, both online and in person in the brick and mortar stores. I feel like Wayne is a special entity in our beauty space in that he is so open about what is happening with things. He talks about things that you don't really hear from other brand owners. And I just personally really appreciate the transparency. I feel like it makes me feel more attached to him as a person, that he feels comfortable sharing that with the world. And I'm very excited to see what comes next for him, and I wish him all the best. This next story makes me really sad because I am a huge UOMA Beauty fan. I did a full video dedicated to UOMA Beauty when they launched. I really loved a lot of their products, and things are looking really bad for them right now. If you watched the November 5th show, you heard a little piece about how I had some subscribers coming to me telling me that they had put in orders at UOMA Beauty and that weeks had gone by and they hadn't gotten shipping notification, they hadn't gotten their products. They tried to contact UOMA Beauty's customer service, weren't hearing anything back. They tried calling the customer service number. It had been disconnected. I called the customer service number just to verify. It was definitely disconnected. And along with that, the Instagram page for UOMA Beauty and also for UOMA Beauty by Sharon C hadn't been updated since August and May, respectively. Now, you all were kind enough to remind me that Sharon Shooter actually left the brand back in June of 2023. So that kind of makes sense that that's around the same time that the Instagram pages stopped posting. At the time, Dermstore's CEO, Cindy Iskrig, she was appointed as the interim CEO while they found a permanent replacement for Sharon, but there hasn't really been any updates since then. But UOMA Beauty is starting to get in trouble, specifically with the British government. Now, I don't understand how the British government works and what this exactly means. This is what it says, quote, "The Registrar of Companies gives notice that unless cause is shown to the contrary, the company," meaning UOMA Beauty, "will be struck off the register and dissolved not less than 2 months from the date shown above," which was November 28th of 2023. "Upon the company's dissolution, all property and rights in or held or trust for the company are deemed to be bona vacantia and will belong to the crown." Hopefully I pronounced those things right. I never took Latin. See, I thought that UOMA Beauty was an American company, so I'm really confused about becoming the property of the crown. If they're an American company, they must have some kind of British arm of the company. I do not know, but what I do know is this is not good. The reason why they're in this trouble is because British customers are going to the UOMA Beauty website and buying things. The money is with UOMA Beauty and they're not getting their products. It's not just British customers, it's any customer that goes to the UOMA Beauty website and is able to purchase. If you go there now, you can see, at least as of the time I'm filming, that the UOMA Beauty website is functional for purchase. But just know that nobody is getting their products right now. And it has been a very long time since they have been shipping out products. In my 9 years of doing What's Up in Makeup, I have never seen anything like this. So I will keep you posted if I hear anything else. But for now, I would caution you, please do not buy anything from the UOMA Beauty website because you may never get your products. And if UOMA Beauty declares bankruptcy, you may lose your money as well. Okay, this story is not makeup related. I'm just telling you right now, but it is a follow-up from something that was makeup related. So we actually talked about this 2 times. One time very recently about the Family Dollar and how they had a warehouse that was infested with all kinds of disgusting stuff, live animals, dead animals, it was absolutely disgusting. So what they did was they identified where the warehouse shipped to, and then it was ruled that anybody that had purchased from the Family Dollar stores to any of the places that this warehouse distributed to would get a gift card to the Family Dollar to purchase things. And the reason why this was makeup related is because the Family Dollar does sell cosmetics. So it looks like the Dollar Tree, who is the parent company of Family Dollar, has had just about enough of this company. Dollar Tree is looking at a few options for Family Dollar stores that are, quote, not meeting expectations, that include closing stores, moving stores, or just rebranding all of the Family Dollars to then be Dollar Trees. They don't have a list of stores that's public that are on the chopping block or the moving block or the renaming block, whatever you want to call it. But the CEO, his name is Richard Dreiling, I think. He did share a lot on an earnings call this past week. He said, quote, "I'm a strong believer in the Family Dollar brand and what it means to our customers and associates in thousands of communities across the country. Going forward, we need to ensure that the Family Dollar portfolio is well positioned for success and meets the financial and operating objectives of our organization and the expectations of our valued customers and associates." Because the thing is both the Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, along with Dollar General, which is one of their competitors, all of them have had problems where customers and employees have accused them of having an unsafe place to work and shop, where just is everywhere, all over the floor, and everything's disorganized. There's things that are open, like all kinds of problems. I know some Family Dollar stores were shut down for mice infestations, like stuff like that. They just got, hopefully this is the kick in the pants to get their together, because this is absolutely ridiculous. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the people that rely on these low-cost stores in order to buy their groceries, in order to buy things for their home. It's just not fair to them. So I'm hoping that they fix things. We have made it, my friend, to the product report. Let's start off with Tresloose Beauty by Becky G. They put up this post on their Instagram this week. Basically, the gist of it is that they said that they are thrilled to announce that they're focusing all of their efforts on the brand's new direction. Not sure what that means, but that's what it says. They said that current products will be available now through January on their site and at Ulta. And they said, since these are the last products available to purchase until our next collection, we are extending a 70% discount with code GET70. But it is important to note that that GET70 code only works on the Tresloose Beauty website. It does not work at Ulta. Couple of indie launches this week. We have the Menagerie Cosmetics Arthurine palette. So cute. That is $33. Nikki Tutorials Nimya Beauty also released a new product. This is the Cheeky Flush Cream Blush. They are $15 each, and there are 3 very bright shades. I kind of love that Nikki is sticking to her brand, which is very bright stuff. It's not for everybody, but there's definitely a market for colors like this. I saw this palette friggin' everywhere, all over my feed. This is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Machina palette. It is $45. I have never bought anything from that company, but I've heard good things about it. Glamlite released a collab with Garfield. This is the entire collection with the PR box and all of the products. It is $138. The products are available individually for $10 to $15 each. There's a 12-shade palette, a For the Love of Lasagna face palette, Nap Attack eye mask, Arlene lashes, mirror, and makeup bag, along with the I Donut Care lip care duo and makeup sponge. House of Siage. They have been coming out with Disney perfumes like this, like super bougie, big Disney perfumes in this shape for a really long time, but I've never seen anything quite like this. So there are 3 new limited edition perfumes. $425 for either the Tweety Bird perfume or the Bugs Bunny perfume. Here are the notes. Tweety has a top of bergamot, apple, and lemon, a heart of lily, peony, rose, jasmine, and peach, and a base of musky and soft woody notes. If you're not into that Tweety Bird scent, maybe you will like the Bugs Bunny scent. It has top notes of pink raspberry, bergamot, chinismole. I don't know how to say that. I should have looked up before I filmed. The heart is jasmine rose, whipped vanilla, and the base is golden amber patchouli, olibanum, and sheer musk. But if you are not into either one of those, there is a third option, which is slightly cheaper. This is $418. It is the Wednesday perfume. Top notes of black pepper, elemi resin, and saffron, a heart of Turkish rose, rose centifolia, magnolia blossom, and a base of agar wood, Caribbean vetiver, and patchouli, Indonesia. None of those scents really sound like me, but there's no way I would spend $400 on a perfume. It's just not my thing. It's not my jam. And you all do whatever you want with your money, but it's just not my thing. I also noticed that Tarte came out with some new Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumpers. They have had this formula out for a while, but these new ones are specifically shimmery shades. There's a lot of new happening over at e.l.f., including the Lash Extender Mascara, the Instant Fit Waterproof Brow Pencil, and the H2O Proof Inkwell eyeliner. All of that looks very interesting to me. Now, moving over to Sephora, I went over the website, and this is the thing about Sephora. This is what really irritates me, is that when you sort the makeup products by new on Sephora's website, all the new stuff is all mixed up. Like, it's all jumbled. You can't really, it would be nice if they just put the newest stuff at the top and then it got older as it went down. Oh, but no, it's all mixed up. I think that they prioritize products that are more higher selling, like more popular, so that people don't have to scroll to get to the things that they may actually buy, which makes sense from a business perspective, but it is not good for my purposes. So anyway, I looked through and they've taken off a lot of things with the new label. New pages were like pages and pages and pages last time I looked, and now it's like 2 pages of new stuff, and I didn't see a single thing that I hadn't seen before. Not one thing. I may have missed something, but I saw nothing. It looked brand new. Over at Ulta, there were a couple of things though. We have the LA Girl Volumatic Full-On Lash Mascara at $6.99. It comes in two colors, either purple or blue. And then there is so much buzz over these NYX Fat Oil Slick Click Vegan Lip Balms. There are 12 shades. They are $11 each. They say about them, lips on slick in just a click with NYX Professional Makeup's Fat Oil Slick Clicks. The pigmented balm provides 12 hours of juicy hydration for all-day comfort. I am very curious about this formula. I am very much thinking about buying one just to try it and see what it's like, to let you know. And then the other thing, see, I don't really like Revolution products on the whole, but I do love Willy Wonka and I'm a big sweets fan. So Willy Wonka Makeup Revolution collection just dropped over at Ulta, and some of the things I have my eye on. All of the products are $7 except for the palette that is $18. So we have the blueberry lip balm. Come on. Really? You're turning violet. A clear mango scented lip balm, a chocolate scented lip gloss, a red gloss labeled Brat that has a marshmallow scent. I'm assuming that's for Veruca Salt. And then a lip gloss dedicated to Mike TV that is a chocolate scent with a clear pink shimmer, a chocolate lipstick, and of course the chocolate bar themed eyeshadow palette. And when you open it up, it looks like the color of the golden ticket. One thing I will say about Revolution is they do a wonderful job at packaging and theming and all of that. I just wish that their quality was just a little bit better. I may try a couple of these things though, because they are really calling to me. All right, my friend, PR or purchased product of the week. If you do not follow me on Instagram, I put up a post. Will you believe it? I never post on Instagram, but I wanted to share this with you. I did purchase this. This is the Bailey Sarian and Melt collab collection. I did purchase the entire collection. On Instagram, I do a full unboxing and I swatch everything for you and give you some first impressions, but I will tell you that it is on my eyes today, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a summary of what I have over on Instagram. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It works beautifully. It is gorgeous. It's very pigmented, so you do have to put in a little bit of work to get the shadows to blend, but they don't blend away. So that's a really, really good thing, that when you're working, you're not working for nothing just to reapply and blend again. They do blend really beautifully. Like I said in that video, this only is going to create pretty dark looks. This is the lightest look that I could create, besides maybe using the kerosene shade on my lid. I did choose to use that on my lower lash line, and I think it looks really, really pretty. Very, very beautiful palette, and I'm really enjoying working with this. I don't think I'm going to end up creating a ton of looks with just this palette because it's just not my personal vibe, which is totally fine. Besides that, by the way, if you want to see this on somebody that this is their vibe, I highly recommend you go check out Linda from Glitter Fallout. She is a friend of mine. We have traveled together. She lives local to me. She's absolutely freaking amazing human. Highly recommend you go check out her video on this collection if you want to see somebody use it that actually, this goes with them. It goes with Linda. This screams Linda. So also, along with this, I also used the eyeliner. Now, the black eyeliner that came with this did come dried out. I emailed Melt. They got back to me within a few hours, and they're sending me a new one. Customer service, 10 out of 10. But I did use the purple one today. I will tell you that putting it on, I did see more purple than I did when I was swatching it in the Instagram video, but it's a very dark purple. So from afar, it is going to look pretty black, but up close, you can really tell that it's purple. Very creamy, very easy to use. Now the lipstick, I'm really not a fan of this formula on its own at all. It is extremely dry. I am wearing on my lips today the shade Hemlock, and it is, I couldn't even put it on. It was so dry. I had so much trouble even getting it to pull on my lips in an even way. I think if I put a lip liner down first, that may have helped. If I put a lip balm on first, that definitely would have helped. What I ended up doing was using a lip gloss over top of it. Now that lip gloss has pretty much worn away, and what I noticed is that I'm getting like a spidering around my lips, which I really, really don't like. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to play with this. I think the way to go with this is gonna have to be a lip liner, even though I'm not a huge fan of lip liners just on the whole. So I really don't like that it's so finicky for the price. Like I don't want to do that much work. I just want to put it on and go without having to do a lot of playing and messing with the formula. So really, really not a fan of the lipsticks, but if this is your color, I really, really enjoyed it. I also wanted to show you very quickly the bag. I did put the crossbody strap on it, and it is so freaking cute. I am worried to bring this out of my makeup space because I am worried that as soon as Phoenix sees this, they're going to steal it from me. My 15-year-old, they're going to steal this from me. So I'm kind of hiding it in my room right now. But eventually I'm going to take this upstairs and wear it. I did not expect to think this was as cute as it is. I thought it was going to be more of like a makeup bag, but it's an actual like carryable purse, and it's got the cute little print on the inside. It's just really adorable. So just a very quick congratulations to Bailey Sarian on her collection with Melt. It is an absolutely beautiful collection. Notable sales this week we have from Glamlite. They have a mystery box. It is called the Foodie mystery box. It is limited edition. It is $59. You get 10 mystery items, including 3 foodie themed eyeshadow palettes, 3 lashes, 1 lip kit, 1 lip liner, 1 face palette, and a mystery item. And then let us talk about what is happening at Sephora and Ulta as far as sales go right now. So the Sephora holiday shopping sale is here. It is 20% off for all beauty insiders of all levels. And one thing I realized, because I passed on the main sale so that I could, because I only have 15% off for the main sale, and now I get 20% off. A lot of the things that I wanted that were in my cart for that I could have gotten for 15% off are now sold out. So I've learned my lesson there. I'm still going to be shopping some at the 20% off for gifts for friends and family. Now that I've gone off topic about my personal business, I also want to let you know that there's 30% off of Sephora collection like they usually do, and you're going to use code YAYGIFTING at checkout. And then finally over at Ulta, they are not doing that full discount like Sephora is. They're doing more of a 21 days of beauty kind of style. It's the Happy Holidays sale, up to 50% off selected items from now until December 24th. And one thing I really love is it's a chunk of products, not an individual thing for each day. And you can see everything now, so you can kind of plan how you want to buy and what you want to buy. And that, my friends, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you, as always, of course, to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for all of your submissions this week. I appreciate you so much. Our chat today is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you can come and join us and hang out and talk about makeup, talk about what's happening in the community. I would love for you to join us, but if you can't, I get it. It is no problem at all. It's a busy time of year. You can always catch it on the replay by going to my channel page, clicking on the live tab. That's where all of my live chats are housed. You can also, if you're subscribed, it shouldn't just be hanging out in your subscription feed. You just click and it should be right there for you. So this is a great time to hit subscribe if you want that to happen for you. There's a third way to find it, and that is through the What's Up in Makeup live chat podcast that is always linked under every What's Up in Makeup episode. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. And if you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including last week's episode of What's Up in Makeup, 2 weeks ago. It's going to be right there. YouTube's going to pick the top one for you based on your viewing history. But if you do need to go, I get it. It is no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very soon.